educators, the status quo in our country, Indonesia, right now is that there is a requirement that only 7 years old kids can attend elementary school, and after they attending the school, they will be arranged randomly by the governor itself. They will not arranged by their academic capability. They will not arranged by their intelligence and etc. We can just call it that they were just arranged randomly. And we know that if this kind of thing is keep happening to the future, it will be having more harm than good itself. Why? Because we know that there is two kinds of students in every school. The first one is the one that have a high capability of understanding, have a high capability of intelligence itself, and the second is the one that have a lower academic capability than the high one. And we know that this kind of keep happening if this two types of student is keep arranged in one class all together. It will be harder for them to understanding the material itself, and it will it not only make them it hard for them, but it will also making the teacher itself having a hard time to stick in which method that they need to use to teach the student itself. And we know that if this kind of things keep happening, the student itself will be only learning because they are forcing to follow the curriculum itself. They will not reflecting that they are understand or not, that they are required enough or not, but they just following the curriculum itself. And we we as the government team strongly disagree with that kind of thing. And our mechanism for today motion is not that the first, we don't care about their age. The second, they should get several tests if they want to attend school. And what test? There is two types of tests that they need to have to attend the school. The first one is the IQ test. It is kind of test that they need to take to know that which is their capability. Is they are the high capability one or they are the low capability one. And the second one is the basic academic test, just like math, science, and etc. And the third point is that after they taking the test, they will be arranged in a classroom based on their result. So it means that the one that have a higher result will be in the different class as the lower one. So it doesn't mean that even if you are only 7 years old, but if you are capable to learning in the 4th grade, it doesn't mean that you just need to attend the 1st grade just because of the curriculum itself. In our side of the house, these 7 years old can jump into the 4th grade because of what? Because they have the requirement, they have the intelligence and academic performance that is suitable for the 4th grade itself. And after that, the teacher will giving different method to teaching in each class itself. And our goals for today is to better education for better Indonesia. And I, as the first speaker of the government team, will tell you an argument about the justification. And it will be leading us to A, about the competitive, and B, to the teacher method itself. Now I come to my argument. So we know that by our education in the status quo itself, students is arranged randomly. So it means that these two kind of type that student, the high capability one and the low capability one, will be in the same class, right? So it means that if this kind of thing is keep happening, the low capability one will feel insecurities. They will just feel like, what is the function of I'm learning right now? Because at the end of the day, the one that have a high capability is the one who will be success. The one will win this competition. But ladies and gentlemen, we know that we didn't want this kind of thing happen. So it is leading us to the A point, which is the competitiveness. We know that the things that will trigger someone to do better is competition. And what we need in the competition is competitiveness. And I already stated to you before that if, assuming that you are a student that have a low capability, but you are in a class with some of your friends that have a high capability, you will just think like, I just study so-so. Because of what? Because at the end of the day, I can defend them. I can win against them. Because so it means that the competitiveness of the low ability one is vanishing, right? There will be no competitiveness in the for the students that have the low capability one. But ladies and gentlemen, if we apply this motion right now, it means that the low capability one will be in the different class from the high capability one. So it means that even if assuming that I'm a low capability one, if I can win in this class that have a high capability people, but I still have the chance to win in the class that is when all of the students itself have the same ability itself. So it means that in all of the grade, in all of the class, there will be the competitiveness will be exist, the competition will be exist. So it means that everybody is trying to be better. It means that this education things will be better, will also be better in the future. And the second thing is about it will be also easier for the teacher itself to portray what kind of method they need to stick to teach the student itself. We know that each teacher have like method to teaching a student, and if all of the people is gathering in one class, no matter what their intelligence is, no matter what their academic capability is, it means that it will make the teacher is harder to stick to one method to teach them, ladies and gentlemen. Just imagine like this: you are a teacher in a class that have high capability and low capability one. You will have this scenario. You need to stick to the method where you need to teach faster, so that the high capability one will having more understanding, but the low capability one will just stay in the class without understanding anything. And the second scenario is that you have a method which is you telling them from the basic, from the really basic, and this kind of method will leading us to that the low capability one will trying to understand it and starting to understanding it, but the high capability one will be ignored, right? The abilities of the high capability one will be vanished away because of what? Because at the end of the day, they need to learn it from the zero again. So it means that if this motion is applied, if the student is arranged by their abilities, the teacher can stick to one method that is really perfectly perfectly suitable for the student itself. I as the teacher will teaching faster in the class where the high student when the high capability student is there, and I will be teaching slowly in the class where is the low capability one attend. So it means that all of the people, all of the students will get the same understanding, right? And so here, as I already told you before, that our goal is better education for better Indonesia, and we stand for our education that is not taking any age requirement. So that's all from me. Thank you.